Welcome back to the channel, finally! My name is NutRaisin. Well, that's not finally NutRaisin. It has been pretty for quite a while now. And welcome, welcome back. Finally back with the stream. That's where it finally came from. Would you believe it? More internet troubles. So yeah, go buy Vodafone stock. Or, you know, not. Which might be the better option. Right. So back in action, we are splashing with 101% rake back, even though we started belatedly. And a few spots here before we close the table. Heads up, we can call. There's so many diamonds. A good question. Board pairing. Board pairing isn't a problem, but we're gonna start. We'll check. I think with 3 diamonds, maybe I like the bet a little better. Wow, this, first of all, we're 300 here, no need to leave. It's quite a sizable bet. Let's let it go. And go for a sizing you might want to call with, I don't know, up to him. Low flush. Never mind. Looks like we are down 2 heads up. So, as during the past couple of days, this will be the lead-in stream for Phil Gerfon's final appearance on the Twitch street for this week. He'll certainly be back. For the queens, let's call 6, not a horrible card to have roll off. We should be seeing a lot of checks here. If not, we let this one go. So we're sitting on 3 tables. I'll add 2 PLO 10 tables, cause why not? Let's splash around a bit. Take it down. Let's start. Right. So coming off yesterday's session where we in the end were 3 buy-ins in the hole, rather unhappy about it because there was some amount of run bet involved there. But I mean, that's better than horrible play. There's some not so smart moves in between as well. But a lot of stuff that were just poker being the way poker is. Not much to do or say about that, unfortunately. It's quite nice. I think the big blind we're calling with a lot of pocket pairs there. I think we can lead this. First of all, we get a lot of folds, and also we have a pretty decent hand. The gutter as well. Cool. Yeah, so yesterday's internet troubles right after the Phil Gerfond raid, which was super sad. Well, not right after, but like an hour, 45 minutes after. And the ongoing troubles today, which are definitely on the side of my ISP, because a bunch of people are complaining online. Yeah, it's now more time than ever to switch ISP soon, and I'll get on that. This shall not stand. That's getting annoying. Alright. Wow! What the f... Jason! 43780! Thank you very much. That's coming completely out of nowhere. Thank you very much for the Prime sub. Thank you, sir. I was starting the session a little bit tilted because, you know, all the internet problems and one or two other things that happened. And that is definitely putting me in a better mood. Thank you very much for that. Cheers. We can start betting here. Okay, we need to let go. Take it down there on a PLO 10 table down here. Let's start off by checking. That's 6. Not bad. We might actually sometimes raise this if he bets just for shits and giggles. And I'm, you know, sometimes being important word there. What happened here? Money went in on the turn, I believe. We do take it down on table 5. So it's not going to be, the first stream of today is not going to be a long stream. It'll be until 7-ish, and then we'll head over to RunItOnce, rate them, because that's definitely the place to be. And I want to watch the streams. But I'll be back later tonight. Before Phil Galfond ends his stream. Now this is a rather good question, what I need to look up, but I think it's fine. You're on the button after all. On the 4th PLO 50 table, good stuff. Even though all of them are 3-handed, it's not my strong suit. Yeah, back to 50 subs. Nice start. It is an amazing start. Actually 51 now because of Jason. 403780. To call you by your full name. Least I can do. And also MP Adam gifted, like, after the outage, he gifted 3 subs again yesterday, and I'm running out of words to show my appreciation for him. Also, welcome back, Der Alter. Good to see you. I think we'll start off betting here with the ace of clubs. The home game, right? It's not Friday today. No. It's Wednesday. Sorry, I'm still a bit all over the place. Usually I know what the... Often enough I know what day it is. Stushi, thank you very much for the good lucks. I'll take it. Welcome back, Stushi. Some things down, gaining an additional player there. Like seeing that. Take it down again. Over here, even though it's a min raise, which is hilarious in itself, we'll just let it be. Sorry, over here. This one we took down pre, and here we're down to heads up. Let's not do that. But certainly complete here. Also call a raise, I suppose. Oh, never mind. Somebody joined. Heads up. Heads up, it can't be a bad spot. But let's start off by checking. I think either way is fine. With the 7 of diamonds, I don't think betting is bad. Happy to give you, keep up the great streams. Jason, thank you very much for saying all of that. That as well is putting me in a better mood, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Hope you run like filtered in the 1K PLO. Yeah, he had quite a run yesterday. Oh, Stushi, thank you for saying that as well. I hope so too. Nope. This we let go. Let's check out the... Wait, no. Let's check out the 10-6-5-5 double suited that we opened on the button. Jason. Yeah, I remember your name. I remember Jason with a bunch of numbers. And cheers for the sub, man. The streams will keep on coming. I can promise that. If I keep running bad, I'll need to drop down again to PLO 20. But I was streaming that as well, and if that were to happen, then we'll just try our darndest to move back up again. But not quite there yet. Still have some breathing room. Yeah, that looks pretty fine as far as boards are concerned. Right, so I think it was 10-6-5-5 double. Yeah, it's perfect. It does get raise called. So we have top 2. I think we bet this. I do know, Stushi, today. Today is his last day of streaming. For now, he'll... I think he said as much that he plans on streaming more in the future, and I think he will too, because the results of the streams have been amazing. For the site, I mean, which is what he cares about most. Sometimes it's good to advertise for things before they actually start. What do you mean? You mean for the stream? I wish I could have, but my internet provider was is still having problems. What helped was changing the DNS in my network adapter settings. But I didn't have Twitter, didn't have Twitch. Just went right when I was about to stream. If that's what you mean. If not, then tell me. But yeah, I agree. And also, I'm horrible at business. Like, you know, things like this. Like advertising. Being a part of business. Not good at that. At least I don't want to be. Not my world. But point well taken. Oh, Lord. Nope. That's good. Check this. We block the hands, he can, like, middling card hands that he can fold quite well. Now we let it go. We have a standard raise here, and we have a pretty standard 3-bet down there on a PLO 10 table. Flop over cards and the open-ender backdoor flush. Take it down with the 3-bet at PLO 10. Checking suits me just fine. Yeah, we'll let it go. Pretty excellent cards. I am shocked is the right word. I am too. The numbers we reached in the last couple of days have been have been insane, like proper insane for, you know, in the context of RunItOnce being in beta, being small still, and yada yada. I am too, which is why I'm certain that he's gonna try to stream more in the future. Yeah, that's exactly right, Flushhype. Also, welcome back, Flushhype, and thanks for the good lucks. I think we can ditch a PLO 10 table. Open another PLO 50. It's 6. Yeah, that's fine. Is that a squeeze? That's not, but I wouldn't be shocked if it was. What the? 2 foghorns already? Yeah. Wow. Boom! With the Prime sub. Thank you very much, Boom. Oh, you guys are amazing. Cheers. Thanks a lot. So you're going to be playing this one out of position, huh? It's a good one to have roll off. And this one we're gonna lead. Lead here with blockers as well. Don't need to lead too large on a rainbow board, I think. Over here we now have a pair and a flush draw. Certainly gonna... what's it called? Trips. Once again... If you're betting here, are we betting for value or... turning our hand into a bluff? Took it down on table 2, where now get dealt aces. Right, now I remember what I was gonna look up. I think we have a betting here with a pair and a wrap. Flop quite nice up here. Also flop quite nice on this PLO 10 table, where we just called. Yeah, betting on the larger end. Betting pot down here, I think, close to. That down. Flop interesting over here. Turn the nuts at PLO 10. And now we turn quite nice. Sorry, here. Checking behind. Yeah, higher straights are out there. We're not gonna get called by much that we beat at this point. Took it down in all the hands we were involved in. So that's 8764 it was in the big blind. And squeeze cutoff would be the closest spot to that in the matrix. Here we need to let it go. Still gets raised. Still gets raised. And we had a 8764. Alright. Or squeezed rather, I think would be the technically correct term. They're playing $4, it looks like. To grind the micros today. It certainly is more EV, yeah. More plus EV. Agreed. Just why I'm not gonna whoa. Stream during that time and rather gonna watch and also gonna cut down on the number of tables. More aces up here. For 25 cents, that sounds very inviting. Aces take it down pre. Here we can call. The suit seems pretty active. Doesn't seem pretty active here. Indeed is. Oh man, such a huge overlay for $2. We have to call here, even though we're obviously not allowing the spot at all. Richie Rob saying Guten Abend. Good evening, Richie. Good to have you. And a well-deserved shout-out. Richie Rob plays No Delay, No Limit tournaments in a super entertaining manner and in a great channel. Do check him out. Good friend of the channel. Ended up calling you in the end for the small bet. Probably not necessary. Here I called the closing the action, the perfect rundown offsuit. Not the card we're looking for necessarily. Took notes while you played PLO. I should have taken notes, but I definitely picked up things, even without notes. He just went in with the open energy. Wow. How big was that pot? Full buy-in. I don't know, let's, hang on. Who put money in when there? We have Randy and we have, what, Josh? Randy raised. Randy was to see better. He was pretty nutty there. So we don't want to bluff this guy. That's already a given. Up here. Ashes on board. Check. Not a good run out. He bets. We're certainly calling. X and it's a flush in the end. Ugh, that makes life even harder. All the draws missed. Fuck me. That would be a really thin call. But he might be going off the rails. Wouldn't consider this against anybody else. We have a low sample size on him. I'll go for the thin call. He does have the aces. And he does have the eights too. I don't think I hate the river call. I think turn was maybe more of a spot to let it go. There's some chance of another... right, they're doing the... Oh, right. Now I get what you mean. I forgot about that. That it's not just going to be a regular stream today. But that he's going to do like a live recording of a training video. Completely escaped my mind there. No delay madness. Now that's a good way of phrasing it. King 10, 3 deuce, too weak to call bushwhacker. Yeah, probably. Whatever. It's just we were getting such an amazing price. Kind of tricked myself into calling there in the end. Now that's a nicer board for us. And I think we're gonna we start off by checking. I have a set on the PLO 10 table. And we do make our straight here. Down there. Called after long thoughts. Better than us? No, but gets there. With the open-ender and the gutter, wow. Pretty sad. Off the bar, welcome back! Good to see you. Doing pretty fine for myself. Hope the same is true for you. We'll let it go. Over here, nutty character, one buck in the middle. Okay, never mind, that solves it for us. Still not quite sure I hate my call there. Against any other player I would lay this down. He is just potentially a little bit juicy. We saw him lose that big hand before. I think we see a bluff there at some frequency. Missed draws. But just letting it go. Probably the superior option. Popping top 2 with the heart. Gonna go for the check raise here. This guy has not played unreasonably so far. You homesick? Ugh. Is it like this sort of sickness where you, or illness where you hate life, or do you get to enjoy being home a little bit? Because I don't like hearing that. Ugh. Right, agreed. Get well soon, man. Use 3 pair and 5-5 flush draw. I think with the flush draw, I kind of want to call here. Four pair now, that's a rarity. Checks. And we're good. Blockers that lost heart, or what was it? Ace 10 hit 6 spades, so we had a pair of 10s, a gutter, and spades. Better spades than we did, I might add. Where did these guys get their stacks from? Because I didn't lose a No, I didn't lose a bind over here. Spencer's! Hey, good to see you, Spencer's! Been a while since I read you. I'm doing quite fine. Had a fun appointment with a tax advisor today, which was quite entertaining. Telling me all the things I can write off, because I will need to pay, well, probably need to pay, hopefully I will need to pay taxes next year. Make enough profit to exceed the free amount that doesn't get taxed. And yeah, then I can write stuff off. It's gonna be quite fun. Got a kick out of her telling me that me wearing my, like, the NutRaisin shirt and using the NutRaisin cup on stream basically counts as, like the shirt would count as work clothing, which I found hilarious. Now, the problem here is probably runouts. We do have the hearts. We have the 5, which is worth something. I think this is... could go either way. It's a little bit nitty to give it up right away. Giving us a gutter here. How are you doing, Spencer? Hope everything is good. The Gloryman in the channel as well. So, sorry, I veered off there. Yeah, I hope everything is good for you, Spencer, as well. And welcome back, Glory. We'll let it go. Borderline, NutRaisin. Oh, that part, borderline. Yeah, yeah. I'm really sorry to hear it. On PLO 10 table we have up. Here, I'm gonna take one off. That's a pretty decent one to have roll off. I'm gonna start raising, I think, because he's not liking this board a lot. I have a jack. Take it down. Take it down here as well. RunItOnce! Welcome back, cheers! All the familiar names are here. Oh, and I forgot something. FarF 2019. Thank you very much for the follow. Sorry for the late shout out. I'm not quite sure if I heard the noise. I'm gonna blame technical issues that I didn't hear the noise. Meantime, they're playing a big one. Interesting. Lop a little bit of it here as well, I would say. On a rainbow board, it's not bad. Dark Polk is my hero. I think I remember the name from Reddit. Is that possible? Thank you very much for the follow. Cheers. Oh, we're heads up here. Honestly, I had noticed we were heads up. Then I would have put a bet on the flop, maybe even. I thought we were 3-ways there. Heads up down here, most certainly. It's alright. What do we get over here? Oh, queens are looking okay. Sort of by checking. Sounds good to me, and we're actually, like, there's somebody sitting out on all the tables. Yeah, betting here. Betting on the larger end, I think is okay. He checks again. So we'll go in for the bet. Now the king rolls off, and it's a spade. That is not great. So we do have some showdown value here. Could raise as a bluff. Take it down on the flush board. I'll let it go. Let's not get too fancy schmancy just yet. And we'll have to open some PLO 10 tables. I'm checking once more here. We're not gonna go for 2 streets with 8s, if we even go for 1. Guess if everybody checks, we go with a small bet. Okay. On the third PLO 50 table again. Yeah, I think I can forego these calls in these spots. I've done a whole bunch of them, and I want to say like 20% of them have been good, if that. I think we'll let that pass in the future. Here came over the top, got her the backdoor flush draw, over pair. So preflop does perfectly standard. Ugh. Oh, now it gets, so we take this one down, now it gets difficult. Playing this one out of position is a sad proposition indeed. Checked, gonna be up against the 10-9. 9-5, ugh. I mean, with the queen, I guess we can turn it into a bluff on the river. But that's kind of going about it results-oriented way. Here I 3-bet and took it down. That's alright and proper. And flop the bottom set here. Couldn't imagine a better board. Gonna take one off. Checks. Took down a few other smallish pots, and we're good there. Cool. Right on, right on. What's the meaning of this duck? The duck is for the splash pots. I think I tended to overthink my emotes in the past. Here. The meaning is pretty convoluted sometimes, I feel. That was the original intention behind it. I guess we can also use it if we win a hand with pocket deuces or something. Hang on, I'll catch up with the chat. Right, there's a bunch of chat to catch up with. Wow. What happened there? The upside is I get to see more Phil and Nut. We did win some pots recently there. It's kind of neat what's happening down here. 6, 8. That's still good from the button. That's fine. I was gonna say I probably even would have raised a small bet or medium bet here. Certainly betting. Kind of prefer taking this approach. The king. Against the king we'll check behind. We have a bunch of nice cards rolling off on turn rivers. That's not one of them, unfortunately. And we're gonna let this one be now. Yeah. Well, you're starting, you're going to crush me to home games. Sorting out my solver today. RunItOnce. Yeah, I'm from Germany. Yeah, that has already been answered. And the tax situation is weird for Germans, I agree. Which is why I got some professional help. Sandwiched, we need to let this go. The preflop call is still fine once the third person enters that party. We're MP basically. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Even heads up, you're supposed to call there. But no sweat. Giving us the straight. I do pay tax on poker winnings, indeed. They're not tax is exempt in Germany. I happen to be undressed. What the fuck is the nutcracker here? That's the... That one is only here because... that's why I moved it for like tier 3 subs, because I don't expect anybody to want it, and I didn't want to just cut it out completely. But it's gonna get replaced. The nutcracker was meant for squeezed pots. Because, you know, yeah, squeeze. But, again, too over-convoluted. Is it like... isn't that redundant? Too over-convoluted? Isn't convoluted already... I don't know. Let's not get into semantics. Off the bar, Glorman has been doing an amazing job modding. He really has. We flop quite nice here. Do we have a leading range on this board? Under the gun, maybe not. It's worth checking here. Then go for a check raise, I guess. Yeah, out of position. Can dig that. Excellent, giving us both flush draws out there. Fold, unfortunately. Oh, pretty nice up here now as well. We're supposed to let it go. 1250 splashdown here, we have a little something. Double suited, queen 665. This time we are definitely justified in calling the raise. Something nice. Nope. Okay. Lays claim to the pot right away. Fair enough. Get onto 2 people part. We now have the gutter on top. There's a bunch of money in here. We're getting 4-1 on our money. Would have any 2 pair, although the aces were dead. It's kind of sad. Yeah, we were getting the price there, and that's all there is to it. Even against a specific hand. Take me to the bot with Nightbot. Support messages are shown in the stream. He has too. Not just saying that. So today's training video will be no limit based, right? I believe. So I think in that hand where we just lost the pot, the turn is fine. The flop for full pot if he bets, that's where the E came from, into 2 people, we probably better off letting it go on the flop. But once we call the flop, the rest is fine. Though unfortunate. You know, if I'm ever in a spot where the taxes get too taxing, then the Netherlands would be are gonna be where I'm gonna move to. Upstairs tax free. You saying good morning greeting is indeed a good alternative to good morning. There was a Reddit thread about things like that. People that things that people snuck into regular conversations. There was one guy who said that for years and years he'd greeted his boss. Must have been in America. With when the boss said good morning, he said I'm horny in response. And I was like, good morning, I'm horny. I got a kick out of that. I'm a fan of these subtleties. They're gonna go for bet, gonna get value from ace deuce, ace 6, sometimes ace king. And of course ace jack's gonna beat us. I'm way overcommitted on mods, but most of the yeah, some of the mods are sort of honorary mods. Like the Hamsterman asked to be a mod, and not sure if the Hamsterman is doing much modding. Shadow Maniac said he would be honored to be a mod, so I don't think he's ever done any modding, but I appreciate having him on board. Same is true for the Hamsterman. But I'm definitely overcommitted when it comes to the number of mods. I'm very glad that the active mods, der alte glory man of the bar, are doing such an amazing job. Because it does get hectic here at times. And of course MP Adam doing an absolutely stellar job. But with him it's a given, since he's been a long-time professional mod, basically. Whoa! Ace high flush with a gutter, and he had... Alright, makes sense. Get it in. Red on, that's a really nice board for us. We're gonna bet this even 3 ways, rainbow. have been demoted to VIPs. Yeah, maybe at some point we'll need to do a mod purchase as well. Or have an VIP search. That sounds, you're right? Maybe I wouldn't be that bad at marketing. Sounds much nicer. Yeah, we're going with this. And no mistake. We're doing fine against anything they care to have. Even a set we're doing pretty nice against. Not against that runout, unfortunately. But no regrets there. They're playing a big one. 9, Queen 9, so they split it up. And here, only because some extra money in the middle and this guy's sitting out. Standard, I would have folded it with the 7 deuce. And now I'm also going to fold it to the 3-bet, I suspect. Yeah. What gets pissed off and bans everyone? Then we have a purge! Nah, I think it's likely. Oh, you mean on their channel? Because here, I think it's not likely at all. But on their channel, yeah, be a lot of fun for sure, yeah. X-Hamster's doing the opposite of modding, I think so too. X-Hamster kind of freaked me out. It feels like sounds like a porn site for rodents. Sounds alright. Yeah, I think so too. Flush up, I heard that too. Even high stakes games might even. Now don't quote me on that, but I think high stakes games might even allow trackers or HUDs. But there's a decent chance I'm misremembering that part. Very active player to our right here, Hunter S, huh? Wasn't Hunter Thompson? Didn't he have the middle initial S? Hunter S Thompson? I think so. Don't have to check there. That's good to me. It's good to him too, apparently. Took it down on table 4. Cool. see if Hunter comes over the top. That would be a pity. Top 2, huh? Alright. Oh, reminds me. Just glanced at the watch. Need to keep an eye on when Phil comes online. So I certainly want to watch that myself. It's really small. Take one off. Sizable pot down here, a sizable splash rather. $5. Gonna be playing this one heads up, I don't mind. Up a gutter and a pair of tens. She ended up checking. We do make our straight here. And we'll check. Checks again, then we'll bet. Sorry, down here. Here she checks again. Are we good? Nice. Good we are. And we take this one down as well. Some money coming our way again. Right. So we have that 7, we have the deuce, we have the jack high hearts. What a completely unhelpful card. You follow a football team at all, mate? Not at all. Never had the slightest interest in soccer. So I do remember Flush Hype that your screen name, the high stakes games will not be anonymous. I do remember that part. Drives interest and observation. Yeah, for sure. But people make accounts to observe, and yeah. Then they might be more inclined to try out the games themselves. Again, Gloryman, I might very well be wrong with the HUDs, with the high stakes offerings. Take it with a huge grain of salt. Actually, find a silo of salt and use that. Checks those twice, then we'll bet here. And the countdown for RIO just came online. And they will be live in 7.5 minutes. So we rate them in about 10. If you can get enough a queen. We're on the right table? Yeah, I am. Nice. Very sweet hand up here. Come on, Hunter, raise it up. You shall not find us wanting. I wonder if this is ever, like, I'm not going to, if the matrix tells me it would be a raise in this spot, just gonna call. But I wonder. Yeah, it is. As I said, I'm only looking things up on the matrix after the fact, but it would be a raise spot here. Exactly the type of thing I'm to look up more. And so here we're not folding, even if he bets pot, bets half. That is fine by me. No, I don't terribly mind the card. I do mind the suit. I think we're seeing a decent amount of checks. And if not, I'm gonna need to let this one go, even though we have a lot of outs here. But having none of the flushes makes blocked makes rivers ugly quite often. So this hand would have played differently had we played it like the solver suggests, because then we would have pushed on the flop, and that would have been that. Oh, sorry, I thought I had clicked that button. Here I'm gonna certainly click the button. Take it down, take it down. I think we're gonna go with another bet. There's a decent amount of fold equity to be had here. Right. Despicable Me 1 and 2, also known as Daughters 1 and 2. Okay, der Alte. Hey, that's a nice board. We're going for the 3-bet here as well. Gotta call a 4-bet. Take it down on table 2, take it down here. Oh man. €5 splash. We have a little bit of it. As in we have a hand we can take to the flop even if raised. So with that 7 in our hand, would it be completely ludicrous to go for a bet here? If it's that small, I don't think so. Double paired aces over here. Been mighty fine. Everybody check. A lot of callers and... we're gonna let it go. Have a value bet down here in the end. Aces get called and flop. Not decent actually, it's not a bad, it's not a horrible board. Up here we let it go. Still in the tank. And here we get raised. Let it go with the ace of spades in my hand. Back to flush draw. Gonna start betting here, just because of the ranges involved. Strange spot to raise, but I don't quite see what he bluffs here. Sevens, eights he bluffs. Sevens he could have bluffed on the turn. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I think he's having a lot of eights. Nice. He's not raising 10-9 there in the end. Yeah. That was pretty cool. Unless you cannot ban water unless you're the owner of the channel. Time to drop a rate on Phil. Is it time? Oh, thank you. Yes, we will do that. We will play out this hand, and then we will do just that. And we flop quite nice here. Start building a pot right now. Right, I'm actually gonna close the tables. Soon we take a short. First a few hands to play. Down here, we don't flop so nice. We're three ways. We have this hand going on, which we take down. Gonna pot it again. Board pairing down here. He calls again on the board pairs, but we do have a 9. I am gonna start off by checking. And he checks behind, and we are good. Sweet, got some money back there. Right. Gonna be so stoked at me. Let's do just that. I'll end the stream right here, right now. And I'll be back around midnight. Just a while before, like 11:30, I think. And yeah, we'll take it from there. Thanks for watching. Let's head over to the RunItOnce channel. Cheers, guys. Thanks for being here.